Hello, this is Bortek here with an FL Studio tutorial, not really much of a surprise. I just finished my Dirty Dutch tutorial on how to do the lead sound, kind of like Pitbull and stuff like that. So, if I get cut off in the middle of what I'm doing, that's because I'm rendering the project, see? I'm going to try and help you create hardstyle from scratch in FL Studio. So that means the kicks, the lead, maybe a build-up if I'm feeling saucy. So, no time to spare, I'm gonna start right away. We're gonna get started on the lead. I actually have a tutorial on how to do the melody and the sound. If you want, I can put a link in the description. This is actually going to be a really terrible kick because I can't really do much with the FL Studio defaults. So yeah, I'm going to insert Toxic Biohazard. Start from scratch, just kind of make myself a random lead. This is actually going to be a really, really bad lead, just so I thought I'd let you know. Pretty basic. I mean, there's lots of tutorials out there on how to get it sound exactly like this. I'm not gonna fiddle around too much with the effects. Alright, now that is there's a preview of my tutorial. There's the basic lead I have, so I'm going to get started on pattern 1 with a melody. This is pretty much one of the most important parts of your song. So yeah, you're most likely going to spend more time on it than I am. So okay, so I'm just gonna have the regular kind of da-da-da-da thing. You don't really want to have a 2-bar. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this right before we started. What you want to do is increase the tempo to somewhere above 145, because if it's 145 or less, it's just going to sound really bad. I'm going to change my keynote. Just I'll have a 2-bar melody for the sake of saving time. Copy paste. Yeah, not really gonna get into much detail about that. See, I'm already 5 minutes in. So I'm just gonna paste that into pattern 1. I hope you know a little bit about the program. Anyway, I'm going to insert an FL or a fruit kick. If you right click, click insert, it should be right there. I'm going to change my, see when I press Q, which is C5, it sounds bad. Well, not really. I mean, it could be better. So I'm just going to right click C6, and that'll make the orange thing go to there. And it actually changes my whole keyboard up 1 octave. So when I press Q, it's actually hitting C4. But it just says it's hitting C5, because I shifted it over right 1 oscillator. Or, not 1 oscillator, 1 octave. Anyway, I'm going to turn distortion all the way up. Maybe fiddle around with the amp decay. Frequency decay. If you want to make jump style, I guess. I guess that's good for jump style. You want to have it just enough so it gives a slight punch. I'm going to leave that the same. So that doesn't sound really distorted. I'm just going to fill it in 4 steps. Sorry about that, I paused the video. But I'm going to load up my mixer. And give this a track. If you don't know how, just open up your mixer, which is F9. Load up, or hit one of these inserts. Probably not number 1, because I have it set so whatever's open first is on number 1. I'm just going to do insert 2 for reasons. Right click, link selected channels to this track, or as you can see, you can just hit Control L. So make sure the fruit kick is highlighted, and then it'll go from here to the mixer out to where you can hear it. So we can just slap on effects if we want. You may not be able to see this because Camtasia is a big asshole, but I'm going to put in fast dist, which is fast distortion. Just click here, select, and load it up. Anyway. Yeah, this sounds really bad, so just gonna leave it at that. I'm going to insert a panoramic EQ2, just do the same thing, except obviously select panoramic EQ2. I'm gonna bring these 3, 4, and 5 up a little bit. It'll give it more of a punchy sound. I'm gonna bring 2 up just a little bit, 6 to the right a little bit. Maybe some blood overdrive. See, that sounds a little better. But what always happens whenever I use blood overdrive is it actually distorts the whole sound itself. So if I listen to it, see, the one time I actually, sorry about that, I keep forgetting that F9 is pause for FL Studio, or for Camtasia. So whenever I use blood overdrive, it kind of distorts the whole sound. I leave everything the same and fiddle around with preamp. You don't want anything over 4 because it'll do what I did. If you do get that, like listen. See, if you get that effect where it just goes over your entire sound, just turn it down a little bit. See, it already sounds good. Not really, but obviously, well, not obviously, but hardstyle sounds, or kicks in general, don't really follow a straight 4 pattern. So I'm going to paste it again, so it'll actually be 2 bars. But on the last kick, I'm going to separate it into well, I can just remove it, and then right here, like in my hardstyle melody tutorial, you'll see 2 divisions of 3. See, or 3 divisions of 2. Sorry about that. So I can have 3 kicks going off in the time it takes to do 1 kick, which is from here to here. But I want to have 2 kicks, so I'm gonna have this here and just stretch this over. So it'll be 4 little boxes long, and then 2, and this is what it'll sound like. It kind of has the skip to it. Keep forgetting about that pause. Anyway, it sounds alright. I mean, it's not too professional, but you're making your way. Hopefully, tweaking sounds will be really easy. I'm gonna do a cutoff. So in Toxic Biohazard, or you'll probably have Nexus or something. Just look up a tutorial on how to do clipping masks, because yeah. So if you have Nexus, just mode LP, and turn the cutoff all the way out. Resonance, I realize it's not reconnaissance from my last video. Just turn the cutoff all the way up. Right click the little turny knob thing. Click create automation clip, and what'll happen is in your thing up here, you'll notice you have this nice little pretty green rectangle. So what happens is, instead of you automatically turning your filter on and off like a DJ, it's automatically doing it for you. So if I wanted to have it started off at 50, go in a whole pattern, go down to 30%. Fuck my mouse is being an idiot. And then have it go all the way up to 100. I can easily do that. I'm gonna turn the shit up, or the bend, so it's not like duh, it's like kind of a weird way I put things. And then after that, that'll be our slight to melody repeat build up. It's not that great, but I mean, hey, I gotta wrap things up. I have 2 minutes, so if we play it. So yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want from there. I mean, you might. I'll see if I have enough time for claps. I'm just gonna load how the copy out how the kicks sound. And then have it on the build up. Yeah, so that's pretty much the the things you need to know about making default FL Studio Hardstyle. Hopefully you've learned a bit. Tips I like to keep in mind is don't make the kick too overwhelming. If it is, turn the volume down a little bit. You want to balance out the sound for at least the hardstyle I make, which isn't really that great. But yeah, focus a little bit on the build up, so and so. Don't make the melody too repetitive. So like da 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 da. Don't make it stuff like that. Actually have some notes going in and out. Give it a pause every now and then, maybe. If you're gonna make a whole song, don't have a whole song dedicated to just the melody. Distortion is really, really good for the kick. So if you have a kick, sorry about that. Keep forgetting about my fucking gay motherfucking thing. But anyway, this has been Bortak. I actually used up all 15 of my minutes on YouTube. If you like the video, just give me a like or PM me on